Hello everyone. For this video, I will be going through the course syllabus for EDI 432 or EDI 532, Literacy in the Content Areas Part 2 in this course series. Right now, I'm currently in our dashboard here, and if you come over here to the left-hand menu, this is where you will find our syllabus under the label Syllabus. And if you click on that, you'll notice that there are two things. You have the 432 printable document outline, as well as this video that will be posted that says 8/29, but in fact will be posted on August 26th. So you can watch this video here. When you click on this document outline, it will take you to a Google Doc. I do recommend that you download this and save this somewhere so that you can reference it often. One reason I like using Google is it has this fancy document outline button. If it's not open, you can simply click on it and you will be able to access information at any given time. Okay, so you can jump around the syllabus without having to scroll and potentially miss it. So I'm going to come back up here to the top. This course is running from the fall semester 2021 here at SUNY Brockport, and it is a hybrid course, meaning we'll be meeting both in person and online. The in-person location will be Cooper 004 at 3:30 p.m. And our online weeks, the weeks we are not meeting in person, will be an asynchronous week, which means you will be working on your own through various tasks posted in the modules. I like to start all of my syllabi off with an inspirational quote, and Goldie Mohammed from our text in 431-531, Cultivating Genius, that's funny that it's spelled wrong, said this. I love what she says here. It says, literacy is the root of all education, including learning in the academic discipline areas of mathematics, science, and history. However, the learning content oftentimes neglects to teach our students to experience joy and contentment in what they are learning, as teachers are often pressured to raise test scores. Our students should engage in literacy practices to both improve their hearts as well as their aesthetic sensibility toward education. And I do hope that this part 2 of the course gives you even more of a foundation to work and add literacy into your content areas. You will be building literacy portfolios that will be just full of strategies and activities you can use in your classroom and adapt in a multitude of ways. For instructor information down here, my name is Janine Pizzo. I'm a CED, which means I am Mrs. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and my email is jpizzo@brockport.edu. My phone number is also listed, which is my cell phone. Feel free to call or text at any time. It is currently under the weather, so hopefully after today I will have a new phone. But if you text and you don't hear back from me, please send an email. My office hours are every Wednesday, 12:30 to 2:15 p.m., and on Thursdays, 11:30 a.m. to 1:45 p.m. If those times don't work for you, you can always reach out through email and make an appointment to meet with me, and we can set up a Zoom or other virtual meeting space. Now on to the course overview. The dates of our location and location of this course are on Thursdays, 3:30 p.m. to 4:45 p.m., and they are every other week. I included the in-person dates here, starting with September 2nd and ending on December 9th for your planning purposes. Feel free to write those dates down in your planner right now so that you have them. Our class will take place in Cooper Hall and is in room 004. For our class, we do have a mask policy. Regardless of your vaccination status, you are required to wear face coverings throughout this class. There is a student code of conduct here set by SUNY Brockport, and failure to comply with this expectation may result in a disciplinary action. You may be removed from the class or suspended in some way, but please just wear your mask, keep us all safe, and don't make it personal. Or don't take it personally. Either way, it's not personal. Wear your mask. Looking at why this class is important, basically, literacy is one of the most critical skills in achieving our societal goals. We really extend into the academic success, the impact on criminal justice system, and our social and civic involvement, okay, with literacy. When our world continually changes, we also need to continually change, okay? So what we want to do is we want to improve this literacy achievement for our young students, okay? We have a lot of work to do, and it is not set to ignore, or it's not appropriate to ignore the fact that literacy, which is words, discussion, reading, and writing in our content areas, it's not to ignore those skills, okay? And that is what this course will all be about. I did include the catalog description and course objectives here. I will allow you to read those on your own time. And then the required course texts, you have to pay particular attention to what texts you need. Everyone will need the Doug Buell Classroom Strategies for Interactive Learning text. Everyone will need that one. And then you will also need the text for your content area. So depending on which content area you are in, you will need one of these versions of Fisher Fry in John Hattie's text. I did try to differentiate this course so that math teachers were receiving literacy instruction in math, and social studies were receiving social studies literacy instruction, et cetera, okay, because each of the content areas has different looking literacy. One of the other texts is The Reading, Writing, and Racism by Bree Pekauer. I'm not sure why it's not listed. Oh, it's right here. I was like, it should be right there. I just didn't have a cover for it. This book was released last January. I first used it last semester, and it was really well received. And I think that reading, writing, and racism really impacts literacy and all of our content areas. So I think that you will really enjoy that text as well. And I'll see if I can't get a text or a visual for you there. Foreign language folks, you will not have a textbook at this time. I have other materials for you to engage with, so don't think you're absolved, and other content areas don't think they're getting a free pass. Our foreign language folks will have concrete examples and readings and tasks that they will also have to do. But again, this course is heavily differentiated for your content area. A lot of work on my end, but I do think it will benefit all of you. For grading in this class, if you're an EDI 432 at the undergraduate level, you must have a C+ or higher in order for this course to count, or you will have to retake it, the lowest grade being a 77. If you're an EDI 532, which is our graduate course, you must achieve a B- or higher, lowest grade being, or your average being at least an 80. If your averages fall underneath the requirement based on your education status, you will be required to retake the class. When evaluating, I have a couple of things I would like to note: the grading and feedback and your plagiarism. Grading and feedback, when Module 1 closes, throughout Module 2, I will make sure to grade all of your Module 1 work and submit it back to you, complete with comments. Oops. I have not been unsuccessful in doing this yet. I make sure that everything that I turn back to you is in a timely fashion. If you receive comments or feedback that you are confused by, please make sure to reach out and let me know. And do know that because the amount of students that I have this semester, I may not be able to get into every single assignment with detailed comments, but I will make sure to celebrate and provide pushes when necessary. Plagiarism is a really large offense that some folks sometimes get caught up in. I did activate on Blackboard the Plagiarism Checker for you so that before you submit an assignment, you can always check your paper before submitting to make sure you haven't plagiarized anything. If you find yourself in a situation where you are being contacted by me for potentially plagiarizing a piece of work, just know that there may be consequences, including failing that assignment or this course, and a professional dispositions referral may be made. We will be using the APA style 7th edition, so please look that up online or purchase the handbook if that is something that works better for you. In this course, you will be graded on 3 things: your professionalism, the readings, responses, and module activities, as well as final module assignments. Professionalism is 5% of this course grade, meaning are you actively participating and sharing your ideas throughout the class? That is both in person and digitally. Introverts, do not worry. I can see and I give many opportunities for you to participate in other ways. When emailing me or corresponding with me, please be professional. And when you send an email, make sure that you put EDI 432 or EDI 532 in the subject line. I have 6 different courses this semester, and trying to keep track of everything can be a challenge if folks don't help me out a little bit. So please include the course number in the subject line and keep your interactions with me professional. If you would like to text, that is fine. I did provide my cell phone number. Just make sure to give me your name as well as your course number in the text message. If you are participating well and doing all the right things, assume that you'll be getting full credit for professionalism. Responses, readings, and module activities are 30% of your course grade. Right now in education, we are really trying to transition away from how is this going to affect my grade to how is this information that I'm reading and learning about going to help me as a teacher? Every single thing that I'm sharing with you this semester is designed to help you in the classroom. It's designed to get you thinking about your future students. Do not approach these module activities as to-do lists. That is not what they are. They are here to help you become a better educator. So always ask yourself, first and foremost, how am I going to use this for my future classroom? When you are reading, it's important to take notes in the margin, mark up the text any way you can, or if it's easier for you to use a reader's and writer's notebook, and document the notes there, that works, okay? But being able to respond and cite specific examples in your responses is really important. And if you're marking up the text as you go, it will be much easier to do that. I did provide the rubric that I will be using for all discussion boards, journal entries, reflections, reading responses, and responding to group members. Here it is 12 points. You'll be graded on your demonstration of understanding and thinking, connections to the readings, as well as the response to your peers. The exceeds expectations column is the only one you really need to focus on. Most folks will fall within that range unless you are too general or vague in your responses or simply summarizing. That will then fall under the 3 column. Really, if you're making personal connections, either to your own experiences or observed experiences, and really going beyond a basic summary, you will be in the exceeds expectations column. Responding to peers doesn't always happen for every single activity. So you'll notice that it says you're building upon your peers' ideas, or the response to the peers is not required. So just keep that in mind, that if there is no response to peers required, it will still count as a 4. Finally, you'll have your final module assignments, which are 65% of the course grade. And throughout the course, you will have 7 different final assignments that basically are culminating activities that ask you to synthesize all of the information from that module. And those are larger assignments. In this class, it does take in the form of a lesson plan as well as a portfolio. So just keep those in mind, and you can write down the due dates of all of those today after you look at the syllabus. All right, course policy. Basically, email me, call me, communicate. If you've had me before, you know I'm pretty flexible. If you have not had me before, you're going to find out that I'm pretty flexible and understanding. You just need to let me know if something is unclear or if you need help with something. I can't stress this enough. I am here to help you. I want you to be successful. I want you to be the best educator that you can be for your students. So it is really important for you to let me know if something is not working for you or if you're not feeling supported or successful. Okay? I will help you out in any way that I can. Okay? A failure for you is a failure to me. And I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page and that we are working together to make this a successful experience for you. I design this course and these modules with the idea that everything is clearly laid out and clearly explained so that there is no room for error. But if you are experiencing some trepidation or some if something is unclear, please let me know. It is important to note that all of our modules, with the exception of Module 1, will be open for about 2 weeks, 17 days roughly. And during those 17 days, you'll be asked to do a number of readings or interactive course work. And then you will have your module final assignment. Okay? Do not wait until the last minute to start your module. When I release a module, it is advised to get right started with the module, or not, you don't have to get started right away, but go through the module, write down what the task is, and then start mentally budgeting your time so that you can prepare and be ready for those due dates. Again, if you need an extension, you can always reach out and ask me. But if you find that you are in a situation where you need more time, just please let me know, okay? But you have to budget your time well. And how do you do that? You look at this course module exception, okay? And that is running from Module 1 runs from August 30th to September 4th. Module 2 is September 5th through September 22nd. Module 3, September 23rd and October 9th. So you can start writing down those due dates right now, September 4th, September 22nd, October 9th, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Okay? You'll notice that I also included the discussion board posts when those initial ones are due so that your peers have time to respond. In the past, if I didn't do this, everyone would be waiting until September 4th to post their initial responses, and then their peers would never have a chance to actually look and respond. So please make sure that if it says initial discussion board posts and gives a date, please make sure that you follow and adhere to that time. And again, once a module closes, you may not submit any late work, and unless you have an extension. Here at City Breckport, we do have professional dispositions for all of our teacher candidates. If you find that you are curious as to what you're being assessed at, our teacher candidates are expected to follow professional or positive outlooks, integrity, respect, self-awareness, dedication, and professionalism. The qualifiers for these are all listed in the bullets on the right-hand side of this chart. If you are in violation of any of these dispositions or professional dispositions, you may be a referral may be written, and you will have to go in front of a dispositions committee. Ugh, that word is giving me a hard time today. I've not ever had that happen to somebody in my class, but I have served on dispositions committees in the past. So please just remember that to be professional at all times and to maintain these dispositions outlined by the PEU, the Professional Education Unit. This syllabus closes out with our basic campus policies, such as research help, our drop and withdrawal policy for the fall 2021 semester, our academic dishonesty statement, our cell phone use and social media policy, the emergency alert system, student accessibility services, disability statement, sexual harassment and Title IX policy, as well as, the PEU framework, the COVID-19 safety measures, seating and social distancing requirements, some basic healthy practices, and information on your certification exams. If you have any questions about any of these things, you can always reach out to me or click on any of those links to find more information. This concludes our course syllabus for the fall 2021 EDI 432-532 semester. I am really looking forward to meeting all of you and getting to work in our literacy part 2 class. If you have any questions, you can always reach out. If not, I will see you on the first day of class on September 2nd. Have a wonderful start to your first week.